Hello, everyone, and good evening to you all. My name is Felton Parker. Today is Friday, July 25th, 2025. As always, each day is a wonderful day to be blessed by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And I sincerely hope you folks have a truly blessed and wonderful Friday. What I have for you guys in tonight's video is the list of all the National Day holidays from my National Day calendar segment. That includes my featured National Day holiday. Also tonight, right after my National Day calendar segment, I will have my famous birthday segment for you all, where it features our famous people who were born on this day. And also tonight, in my weather segment, I will let you all know exactly what we're expecting for the entire weekend. That includes both tomorrow, which is Saturday, and Sunday, plus through all of next week. So without further ado, let's get things started here on this Friday night as we conclude yet another day, and also as we conclude this week, this last full week of July, because exactly 1 week from today, the month of August begins exactly 1 week from today. Can you guys believe it is about almost time to get the kids prepared to get ready to go back to school? And I already know the start date. So I know that some of you parents out there are doing your back to school shopping with your kids. It is hard to believe that summer vacation is winding down. Almost time to get the kids back in school. So I already know the start dates. Bossier Parish students begin their first day of school on August 7th, which is a Thursday, and Calais Parish students will have their first day of school on August 13th, which is a Wednesday. So hard to believe it is about almost time to get the kids prepared for back to school. Where does time go? Okay, let's go on to my National Day calendar segment here for you guys on this Friday night. Of course, today was National Wine and Cheese Day. Today's date, July 25th, is when we uncork the fun and indulge in rich pairings as we celebrate the timeless duo of wine and cheese. Perfect for tastings, toast, and trying something new. On this day, get ready to raise a glass and slice into something delicious. On this day, July 25th, we celebrate the perfect pairing, National Wine and Cheese Day. It is a day to savor classic combinations or discover bold new pairings of rich cheeses and fine wines. Hashtag Wine and Cheese Day. Across the globe, wine and cheese have long been local favorites, each region proudly pairing its unique varietals and dairy delights. And France, for instance, variety from the Brie region pairs beautifully with Beaujolais, a red wine that complements the creamy texture of the cheese. But don't be afraid to go beyond tradition. Whether you're consulting a sommelier or a cheesemonger, they are trained to help you explore new flavors and develop your palate. No matter your level of expertise, although regional preferences may take precedence in distinct areas, don't hesitate to accept a sommelier's suggestion. Sommeliers understand a developing palate. Through experience and skill, they guide those new to wine tasting through the basics. In addition, sommeliers keep sophisticated wine lovers abreast of the latest varietals. What sommeliers and cheesemongers matter? Sommeliers are masters of wine pairing. They'll introduce you to varietals that highlight a cheese's complexity or balance its saltiness. Cheesemongers go far beyond suggesting cheese for burgers. Their palate is finely turned to flavor, texture, and aroma trends, offering exciting matches you may not have considered. Together, these flavor experts help us elevate simple bites into gourmet experiences. Here's how to observe. Host a wine and cheese tasting party with friends. Try a new varietal you've never tasted before. Maybe a bold Tempranillo or crisp Fermentino. Visit a local winery or specialty cheese shop for expert recommendations. Share your favorite pairings with friends and family. Don't forget to post photos. Use hashtag National Wine and Cheese Day to join the celebration online. And National Wine and Cheese Day hasn't been observed since 2014 and continues to grow in popularity. It reminds us to slow down, enjoy the final things, and most importantly, celebrate every day. And for those of you wine drinkers, remember to drink responsibly, and remember to never drink and drive. And also today was National Hot Fudge Sundae Day, another national holiday for food lovers. On this day, National Hot Fudge Sundae Day takes a turn representing National Ice Cream Month in delicious style. Feast on this tasty ice cream dessert that combines hot and cold with the cherry on top. Even more important to note, this dessert has been observed since. On this day, National Hot Fudge Sundae Day takes a turn representing National Ice Cream Month in delicious style. Feast on this tasty ice cream dessert that combines hot and cold with the cherry on top. Even more important to note, this dessert has been served since 1906. Hashtag Hot Fudge Sundae Day. While the oldest known record of an ice cream sundae is in the New York Advertisement, the originator of the dessert is debated. An October 5th, 1892 advertisement in the Alaka Daily Journal spelled the ice cream treat with the conventional day of the week spelling Sunday. However, Two Rivers, Wisconsin claims druggist Edward Berner served the first ice cream sundae in 1881. According to the first Sunday story, customer George Hollier ordered an ice cream soda on a Sunday. Ordinances at the time prohibited the sale of ice cream sodas on the Sabbath. Even so, Berners came up with a compromise. He served the ice cream in the dish minus the soda. Additionally, he topped it with chocolate syrup. Given the day, he called it a Sunday. One interesting catch: Berners was 18 at the time the story takes place. Edaka's claim to the ice cream sundae takes place at Platt & Coke Pharmacy in 1892, where Reverend John M. Scott stops to order a bowl of ice cream. When Chester Platt, proprietor, began preparing the ice cream for his customer, he didn't stop at just a couple scoops of vanilla. Platt drizzled cherry syrup over the ice cream and topped it with a bright red candied cherry. The dessert looked and tasted so delightful it required its own name. Since the day was Sunday, it was named for the day it was created. Adaka has historical evidence supporting the story, including an advertisement for a cherry sundae. Given the Hot Fudge Sundae is a variation of the classic sundae, making one is essential. Simply put a couple of scoops of vanilla ice cream in a dish. Add Hot Fudge Sundae. Top it with a dollop of whipped cream and some nuts if you like. Finally, add a single bright red sweet maraschino cherry. While out with friends, enjoy Hot Fudge Sundae. Give a shout out to your favorite ice cream shop. Post to social media using hashtag Hot Fudge Sundae Day. I wonder if there are any Hot Fudge Sundaes at Baskin Robbins. There may be. I know there may be some at Cold Stone Creamery. Or what's another ice cream shop we have around here? Is Marble Slab Creamery still around? So, not only was today National Wine and Cheese Day and National Hot Fudge Sundae Day, today also was National High Veteran Day, National Merry-Go-Round Day, National Thread the Needle Day, National Get Gnarly Day, National Talking in the Elevator Day, and also today was System Administrator Appreciation Day. Those are each of the following we have celebrated from the national day list of national days we have celebrated here on this Friday. Now here's my famous birthday segment for you all on this Friday night, July 25th. Excuse me. TV actress Meg Donnelly turns 25. TV actor Matt LeBlanc turns 58. TV actor James Lafferty turns 40. Football player Bryce Young turns 24. TV actor Juan Pablo De Pace turns 46. TV actress Wendy Rockwell Robinson turns 58. TV actress Chantal Van Santen turns 40. TV actor D.B. Woodside turns 56. Movie actor Mason Cook turns 25. Music producer Jax Jones turns 38. Football player Alvin Kamara turns 30. Movie actress Zoe Ashton turns 41. Pop singer Sarah Geronimo turns 37. TV actor Pierce Gagnon turns 20. And of course they will remember Emmett Till today would have turned 70. No, wait a minute. Emmett Till today would have turned 84. And now let's focus on you right now. Now go back to earlier this week and some of the things I've talked to you guys about. We have witnessed and experienced the three. We have witnessed and experienced the three. So we have witnessed. Now throughout this week we have witnessed and experienced the passings of three famous celebrities: Malcolm Jamal Warner, Ozzy Osbourne, and Hulk Hogan. Of course, I talked to you guys in last night's video in reference to Hulk Hogan. Now let's focus on your weather and now let's see what your week now let's see what your weekend is looking like. Now let's see what your weekend weather is looking like. Now, throughout much of this week, we've been under a heat advisory, and that did include today. Now, some areas, as expected, actually did experience a few random pop-up late day showers and storms. So now, please, folks, do not completely cancel your weekend plans. So just stay tuned, because I do have rain chances in the forecast for the entire weekend, but these are not major rain chances. And also we have another spell of hot and dry weather before more rain chances return. I'll let you guys know exactly how much rain we could be expecting this weekend, what next week is looking like, and also I have additional rain chances. I'll let you guys know when our next round of rain returns as we go into next week. So here's the excessive rainfall outlook. Now, like I didn't have as much time to talk to you guys. Wait a minute. Now last night's video, my weather segment kind of ran unusually short, but there is a marginal threat for localized flood. So refresh this page. So we have had the marginal threat for localized flooding in place for this afternoon as a tropical air mass filters over the region. Stronger storms may quickly produce a quick inch to an inch and a half. So here's the excessive rainfall outlook. This is through valid today, with the marginal risk being concentrated mainly in southern portions of the Arklatex region, including portions of East Texas and Deep East Texas and portions of mainly across central and mainly across areas of and mainly along areas in much of Louisiana along in south of the I-20 corridor. Afternoon showers and storms will be present across the region today. They have been present. So we've seen a return of rain chances as we wrapped up this week in portions of East Texas and north central Louisiana. tropical air mass overhead may allow for tropical air mass overhead may allow for heavier rainfall rates with afternoon storms, aiding a marginal localized flood threat. So tonight, another humid night is expected as lows fall into the 70s. Rain chances will decrease this evening. So temperatures will slowly fall into the mid to upper 70s. So we're expecting again warmer than average temperatures overnight tonight. Lowering rain chances this evening as the disturbance moves across the Gulf. So that's the disturbance I was showing you guys earlier this week, and they've been talking about. So it's the tropical disturbance could beef up our rain chances. And here are your averages and records for this day, for Friday, July 25th. Normal high is 95, normal low is 74. 104 is the record high set on this day back in 1923. 63 is the record low set on this day back in 1911. And the heat advisory we've been under for all week now has since expired, and only portions of south central Oklahoma and portions in north central Texas under heat advisory, as well as portions of central and eastern Arkansas and eastern Louisiana into Mississippi are under a heat advisory. Elsewhere, we are not under an advisory watch or warning. So the heat advisory was allowed to expire since this temporarily would be the last day we would be dealing with excessive heat around the region. Now, of course, we're seeing the cluster of some storms. So much of today has been dry, save for the late afternoon, early evening thunderstorms popping up. But much of the day today, like what we've seen all week, has been another. Most of the day has been considered hot and dry, and of course, we're dry right here in Shreveport. I want to say like south along the I-49 corridor between Natchez and Alexandria, seeing a few small pop-up showers. Excuse me, and also we're seeing heavy rains and concentrating in portions of deep East Texas and portions of the southwestern portions of the region, mainly in portions of deep East Texas. Areas of East Texas are dealing with a decent downpour. And also, if you look on the regional radar, you're seeing a few showers impacting portions of south central Kansas, as well as portions of south central Texas. And this is and a few storms surrounding the Houston area, in south central and southeast Texas, including surrounding the Houston area here on this Friday night. Also, small shower on the along the Mississippi Gulf Coast, but not as much. But the heavy rains are actually being concentrated in portions of south central Kansas and south central and East Texas. Elsewhere, we're not dealing with this much rain. We are not dealing with we are not dealing with anything active in the tropics other than that tropical disturbance in the Gulf that could give us our next rain chance. So once again, we've seen lots of clouds. We've had quite a bit of clouds around with some sun mixing out at times. So we've been dealing with partly mostly cloudy skies throughout the day. Once again, it turned out to be another very hot. It turned out to be another very hot and humid day, with the feels like temperature heat index getting as high as 110. And we've hit the triple digits for the first time this year. We've hit the triple digit. We reached the triple digits for the first time this year. Not today, but we did so yesterday. Yesterday was the first time temperatures have reached the century mark here in Shreveport, when we reached 101. But didn't quite make it today, but we were close. The actual high temperature in Shreveport came to be the actual high temperature in Shreveport ended up at 98 degrees. So I wasn't so prior to the storms. It would turn out to be another very hot and humid day. As it topped at that 98 degrees, that's 3 degrees above our normal high of 95. And here's how things are looking outside here on this Friday night. Temperature outside here on this Friday night is 84 degrees with mostly clear skies. Humidity is 74%. Dew point is 75 degrees. We have a southeast wind at 15 miles per hour with the feels like temperature of 92 degrees. So this feels quite warm. It feels quite warm and muggy out there. Very warm and humid out there. Barometric pressure at 29.96 inches of mercury and visibility is at 10 miles. Not only was today another hot and humid day, also turned out to be rather breezy with the storms coming through. But now we've seen another round of storms. We've seen not necessarily a round of storms in some parts of the area earlier this evening, but nothing major, nothing significant. We have not received anything far too measurable. But tomorrow could be a different story. So I have rain chances in the forecast for basically the entire weekend, but it's not going to be a washout by any means. It's not going to be a washout by any means. So it's not going to be enough to completely dampen any weekend plans. So tonight it will be warm with partly cloudy skies. So tonight will be warm with partly cloudy skies. Also will be breezy with spotty thunderstorms. Also will be humid with a low temperature of 79 degrees. So temperatures are going to be again on the warm side. So tonight will be warm with partly cloudy skies and partly cloudy and breezy, partly cloudy and warm, breezy and humid with spotty thunderstorms. Overnight, during overnight hours tonight, low temperature 79 degrees with the southeast wind and with low temperature tonight 79 degrees. Of course, that is above normal for this time of year for a low temperature. We have a southeast wind at 9 miles per hour with gusts up to 25 miles per hour. Chance of rain 40%. Now tomorrow, going into your Saturday, it will be partly to mostly cloudy and humid. Then expect afternoon thunderstorms in parts of the area. So, but the rain isn't going to be for everyone. So, now everyone is going to get the rain all at once. So it'll be the chance of those scattered hit and miss showers and storms. So, now some of you may get some of you may get a good amount of rain. Others will most likely not get so much, and some parts of the area may not get any rain at all. So it's not going to be for everyone. It's going to be one of those scattered hit and miss storms. Because we have more cloud cover around, temperatures tomorrow, however, will not get as hot. So we'll only have a high temperature of 90 degrees. But the humidity is but it's going to be with the humidity around. It's going to make it feel like it's in the triple digits. So it's high temperature tomorrow. So it will be partly mostly cloudy and humid with afternoon thunderstorms in parts of the area, so in portions of the area. So it's not going to be a widespread event where everyone will get it. So some of you will get the rain, others will not. High temperature 90 degrees, so the feels like temperature of 101. Because of the humidity, it's going to make it feel like it's in the triple digits. So I'd still say take it easy, even though. So as of right, so for this time being, as of right now, we are not under a heat advisory. So we have a south wind at 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 40%. So we're not going to see far too much in the way of any rain. So it's not going to be a major rain event for any of us. It's just going to be one of those scattered hit and miss storms. So I say just keep the umbrellas handy and look to the sky for those of you for any weekend plans. So we'll see a few storms developing overnight around 1 a.m. Then all of that goes away. So we will start. So temperatures will most likely be in the upper 70s to low 80s, which is quite warm for this time of year. So we will start off tomorrow morning 6 a.m. with partly cloudy skies. So tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. with partly cloudy skies, we should be at 79 degrees. 9 a.m. tomorrow with partly cloudy skies, we should be at 83 degrees. Noon tomorrow with partly cloudy skies, we should be at 88 degrees. 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon with thunderstorms, we should be at 88 degrees. 6 p.m. tomorrow evening with clouds, we should be at 87 degrees. With cloudy skies, we should be 87 degrees. 9 p.m. tomorrow night with another round of thunderstorms, we should be at 83 degrees. So it's not going to be so. So it looks like we're gonna have a rather stormy start to the weekend, but it's not going to be it's going to be a more of a typical summertime feature. We have the daytime heating and humidity along with the chance of those late day to evening showers and storms popping up, just like parts of the area saw today. So some of you may experience heavy rainfall, others will not. So let's see what the next 7 and 10 days have in store for us. So after low temperatures like 79 degrees, of course, if we have another weather warm, it will be breezy, warm, and humid overnight tonight, with thunderstorms developing in overnight hours. But we shouldn't see a lot in the way of any rain. So we shouldn't see a lot. But the low temperature night 79 degrees with a 40% rain chance overnight. Now tomorrow going into your Saturday, it will be, as I just mentioned, it will be partly mostly cloudy and humid. It would be partly mostly cloudy and humid with afternoon thunderstorms developing, with a high of 90, low of 78, with a feels like temperature of 101. Winds will be from the south at 10 miles per hour, chance of rain 40%. So even though tomorrow won't be quite as hot as it's been all this week, but the humidity is going to make it feel like it's in the triple digits. So cloud cover will kind of help keep temperatures in check. I actually keep temperatures a few degrees below normal for a change. And then we return to typical. We'll close out the weekend on Sunday with the return of typical July heat. But we still have a chance of storms in the forecast as we go into your Sunday. Expect partly cloudy skies with afternoon thunderstorms for your Sunday with a high of 96, low of 77, feels like temperature 108. Winds will be from the south-southwest at 8 miles per hour, chance of rain 30%. So again, Sunday's rain chance doesn't look too significant. Then we get into another brief period of hot and dry weather as you go into your Monday. Expect it will be mostly sunny and hot. Remember to use caution if you're going to be outside for an extended period of time as you go into your Monday. High of 100, low of 76, feels like temperature 113. Winds will be from the west-southwest at 6 miles per hour and no rain is expected. Tuesday, it will be hot with plenty of sunshine. Use extreme caution to be outside for an extended period of time. So we return. So we will return. So our heat dome will be reestablished by the time we go to early next week. For your Tuesday, with the high of 100, low of 78, feels like temperature 112. Winds will be from the northwest at 6 miles per hour and no rain is expected. Wednesday, as we go into your Wednesday, it will be hot with mostly cloudy skies. High of 100, low of 79, feels like temperature 115. Winds will be from the north at 6 miles per hour and no rain is expected. Thursday, as we conclude the month of July, it will be very warm with mostly cloudy skies. Then expect a couple of spotty thunderstorms and we return. Chances of storms do return as you go into your. Say it would be very warm with mostly cloudy skies for your Thursday, with the slight chance of a spotty shower, thunderstorm or two, but we shouldn't see as far as anything. We shouldn't see much in the way of anything for your Thursday. High of 97, low of 79. Feels like temperature 109. Winds will be from the north-northeast and north-northeast at 4 miles per hour and chance of rain 20%. As we go into your Friday, as we close out next week, going into your Friday as we begin the month of August. Of course, the start to August is exactly a week from today as we begin the month of August, closing out next week. expect partly to mostly cloudy skies with the good chance of afternoon thunderstorms. High of 94, low of 77. Feels like temperature 104. Winds will be from the north-northeast at 5 miles per hour. Chance of rain 40%. Looks like as we go into next week, so the start of next weekend is partially looking unsettled, but and of course we'll kind of linger in the rain chances of slightly below normal high temperatures with more typical summertime temperatures. With seasonally warm temperatures. We have highs for next Saturday, which is August 2nd. Expect partly cloudy skies with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms with highs in the low 90s, chance of rain 20%. For Sunday the 3rd, expect partly cloudy skies with highs in the low 90s, chance of rain 10%. That's next Sunday, August 3rd. As they go into the start of the following week, which is Monday, August 4th, expect mostly cloudy skies with a good chance of with a chance of showers and a few thunderstorms possible. Highs in the mid 90s, chance of rain 40%. so I just want to say that's the reason. So the good part about these rain chances, these off known rain chances we're going to have every few days, is to kind of keep the vegetation green, to help keep the green vegetation. These rain chances are going to be getting. Let's hope we're getting at least a good amount, at least a fairly good amount of rain, but not too much, but a decent amount of rain to help keep temperatures more moderate, despite us only reaching the triple digits yesterday, and so that we don't have a series. Because if we lack rainfall, if we lack rainfall as we go into the next few days, and we do not get much rain, then temperatures will be easier to rise and surpass 100 on most days, and we're trying to help keep our temperatures in check. So tomorrow will likely be tomorrow easily will be the coolest after the next several days, with high temperatures only reaching 90. That is about 5 degrees below normal. So but with the humidity, it's going to make it feel like it's in the 100s. So even though we don't have a heat advisory in effect, still I encourage you to please take it easy, take frequent breaks, and drink plenty of water to stay hydrated. Even though on not so hot days like tomorrow, so we'll have more clouds during the day tomorrow with a good rain chance. That would be enough. That would be enough to keep temperatures. Help to hold temperatures a few degrees below normal, so that would be nice. But it's going to be humid with high temperature only near 90 for tomorrow. Then for Sunday, as we close out the weekend, we return to temperatures return to more typical. So temperatures return to what's more typical for late July, with highs reaching mid 90s for Sunday. So for Sunday, we return to what's more typical for late July, with highs in the mid 90s. Then we warm into the triple digits as that ridge of high pressure gets closer to us once again. We'll be underneath that heat dome again, with temperatures reaching the century mark for daytime highs. For the first half of next week, that's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Then we'll kind of ease back with highs in the mainly in the mid to possibly upper 90s by late next week. And finally, we'll be in the mid to late 90s by next Thursday, which is the 31st, as we wrap up the end of July and we begin the month of August, closing out next week for next Friday with highs returning to the mid 90s with temperatures more. Then late next week we'll be back to more typical, with seasonally hot weather, with season with the more typical summertime temperatures, which are more reasonable temperatures for summer come late next week. Now heat indexes with the feels like temperatures each day. The reason I list the feels like the heat index temperatures because I need you to focus on what it's actually going to feel like. So tomorrow's high with 90, which would make it feel the feels like temperature 101. Sunday, even though we're forecasting highs in the mid 90s, it'll feel like it's of 108 for Sunday. Then of course the hottest part. Then return to the 3 days with highs reaching the triple digits. with the heat indexes of 113 on Monday, 112 on Tuesday, 115 on Wednesday. So that's adding to the humidity. And Thursday will be in the mid to upper 90s with the feels like temperature that day of 109. And Friday side temperature, you should be in the mid 90s as you close out next week with the feels like temperature of 104 on that day. Towards the end of next week, now your rain chances. 40% chance for tomorrow, 30% for Sunday. Then no rain expected Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. We will be dry the first half of next week, and then rain chances return. I have a 20% chance for Thursday, 40% chance for Friday as we close out next week. So, like I said, for those weekend plans, just keep the umbrellas handy. But we shouldn't just, but there's a time, but mostly in the afternoons we could be expecting storms to come through. But it's not going to be so it's going to be so we're going to heat up, and then we have the chance of those random pop-up storms due to that tropical storm. That's the reason we have rain chance in the forecast to begin the weekend. But not so much. Then we focus on drying out and heating up toward the first half of next week, and then the ridge of high pressure will weaken by the time we get towards the latter portion of next week. Once again, minimizing temperatures, return to more seasonal values, and increasing rain chances once again late next week. So, well, that will be about all that I have. That will be about all that I have for you guys here on this Friday night. Well, that will be about all that I have for you guys here on this Friday night. And I hope you folks had a truly blessed and wonderful weekend. I hope your weekend goes the same. And once again, my name is Felton Parker. I'm officially signing off here on this Friday night. You guys have a good night. Sleep peacefully. Again, that will be all that I have for you guys on this Friday night. Once again, my name is Felton Parker. You guys have a good night. Sleep peacefully. Take care of yourselves and each other. Enjoy your weekend. Remain blessed and stay safe. Thank you.